Today in Social Studies, we're going to look at Chapter 7, Lesson 2. This chapter talks about representative government. In Michigan, we have the State House of Representatives and the State Senate, which are both in Lansing. These two groups make up 148 lawmakers in Michigan. They decide what laws to make or to stop. And then Michigan residents can vote on these laws and policies. In Michigan, we vote, and in the United States, for the elected jobs for state senate and state governor and the House of Representatives. And if you remember from the last section, voting gives the opinion of each voter to say who they would like to represent them. There are 4 main levels of government. You will see the city representative, which may be a mayor of your town, a county representative, a state representative, like Governor Whitmer, and a national representative, perhaps the President of the United States. At the beginning of the chapter, there are some vocabulary words you may want to go over before reading the chapter. A couple of them at the top of the page is representative government, which is people voting for people to have jobs, such as governor, city councilman, mayor. And republic is another vocabulary word. This means that we have the type of government where people elect officials for jobs through voting. Keep reading Lesson 2 today for Chapter 7, and tomorrow you will complete a worksheet. Let's move on to English. Today we're going to look at 7.1 on page 158. This talks about punctuation. If you remember, friends, at the very beginning of the school year, this is something we already have learned about. Periods, exclamation marks, and question. When using a period at the end of a sentence, it should be a kind of sentence that tells you something. If you use a question mark, it should be a sentence that asks you something. And when you use an exclamation point, we said it should be something that has a strong feeling, something you love, something you dislike. Let's look at the example on the bottom of the page. The sentence says, "Who was Jackie Robinson?" Do you think it would be A, a period, B, a question mark, or C, an exclamation point? Who was? Those two words put together is asking a question, so the answer should have been B. You should have used a question mark. Please read this page today and take some notes into your English notebook. Then you will turn to your workbook on page 105 and complete this page. You do not have to submit it to me today. I'm going to ask for pages to be submitted together at the end of the week. So you will have 3 pages to submit to me on Friday. On this workbook page, the first section, you need to circle TS for tells something. And if tells something, that would be a statement ending in a period. Or you circle AQ that asks a question like who, what, when, where, and how. And if you circle the EF, that means it expresses a strong feeling, something you're excited about or angry about. The next section, you will add the correct punctuation, a period, exclamation point, or question mark. And in the very bottom, 16, 17, 8, and 18, Please write one sentence for each punctuation mark: period, exclamation point or mark, and a question mark. Remember, you will submit it to me on Friday. Have a good week, friends.